So the strange part is, now that we've set the bullet depth to where we want to do, we want to take this depth adjustment, the seating adjustment knob, we want to back it out like 3 full turns. Okay? We just set it, but we're going to back it out 3 turns. Then we're going to take this bullet and we're going to run it up into here and take the crimp adjustment screw, which is this one right here in the middle, and we're going to thread that down until we meet resistance on the bullet. We'll feel that resistance when we get there. Okay, I feel resistance right there. Now, to set the crimp, the way I understand it, is we're trying to get the crimp about 1/1000th of an inch from where it was before. So, just to review for that, if I take this casing and I run my calipers on it, it's about a 3/7/8 on there. So I just want to crimp that down to a 3/7/7. And so the way we get that is once we have the resistance here on our crimp adjustment ring, we raise the handle a little bit and we go 1/8 of a turn. They recommend 1/8 of a turn at a time. So that would be about this. And then run the bullet back up in there, see if we feel the crimp. I really didn't feel anything. So I'll try that another 1/8 of a turn. Run the bullet up in there. Okay, I did feel something that time. So now I can measure the crimp and see if we got a desired crimp. We were 3/7/8 before, we're 3/7/7 now. So I think that's a good crimp. Once I have that crimp set, I can tighten up my crimp adjustment ring. And then now all I have to do when the bullet's up there is run this back down till it contacts that this is the seating depth adjustment. Run it back down till it contacts the bullet right there, and that's my seating depth. So that's how we set up our taper crimp die. So as promised, we're back here to use our powder measure and install that on our AP press, using the lock and load system. So what I've done is I've put gonna have to take this die out for a second, but I put the powder measure in there with the lock ring up higher so we can move it if we need to. And what we're going to try and do with this is get this so that it rotates up to the right height when we're waiting for it to load powder into the shell. In order to do that, it's case activated, so the shell casing, like this, will move the needle, if you will. So, in order to do that, we'll run this shell casing right here through the stations. We'll go through the sizer and deprimer, put a primer into it, seat the primer, go through our sizer that we had earlier that will shape the bell on the shell casing, and then we'll come over to the next station, which is the which is the powder assembly, and we'll see if we get that to move, and we don't. Oh, looks like let's tighten that up a little bit. Let's turn that in there. Now maybe it'll work better. See if we can get our shell casing to. So we can get our shell casing to activate our. Okay, so it does activate it a little ways, but it doesn't go all the way up. So we need to lower our powder measure so that this cam will go all the way up. The rotor will go all the way up to the top. So I don't know how many rotations that is, but I need to rotate it this way. So one more time, we'll try our case activated powder measure. Definitely closer. Spin this up, go down some more. Let's try one rotation, see what that does for us. Closer. I think one more rotation might just be the ticket. Maybe just a slight bit more. I think we're there. I think that's where we need to be. So we'll tighten down our lock nut here. Make sure we're good and tight there. Seems like this should be facing out either this way or somewhere to the outside to make it easier to access, especially when you're trying to set the amount of powder to come out. There, just getting that tightened up. So now we'll put our seating and crimping die back in. Hopefully get those where we need them to be. So all of our dies and our powder measure should be set now. We should be good to go for reloading. So that's what we'll do next time. We'll add powder and we'll load some shells and see how we turn out.